Hello everyone and welcome back to Scum. I'm your host, 2005 Guy Bro 2. Okay, so there's been another update with the game. We are currently on the screen just as a temporary thing. Basically, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that have changed. There are quite a few problems at the moment with this current update, which we'll be going through very shortly. Just wanted to point out that there are now two versions of Scum that you can use. You can play the normal Scum, which is DX11, or you've got the option for DX12. Now, DX12 is all fine and good, fine and well, but I wouldn't recommend trying the DX12 version on, say, an operating system like Windows 7, because Windows 7 does not support it. That's primarily if you've got Windows 10. However, there have been a couple of issues with the DX12 on 10, where it comes down to the frame rate. The DX11, you're looking at least 40 frames per second. The DX12, you're looking at about half that. So, if you want to use the DX12 to decrease the processing speed, processing amount, so you've got less lag and stuff, then fine. But you'll have less quality game-wise. If you want better quality, I'd recommend just using the normal play Scum option. So with that said, let's get into the game and I can explain a little bit more about the update itself.
It's all about humanity.
Okay, so as you can see, the background has changed a bit, albeit it still looks like it's not really high quality. It looks like, oh, there we go. It looks like it had to have a little bit of time to load in the details. So basically, when it comes to actually loading into the game, I'd recommend a new start if you're doing single player, because if you try to open up a container in an old save, you'll be waiting with a frozen game for about 20 to 25 seconds every time you open up a container. So I recommend starting again from scratch. And if you were as unlucky as I was on a multiplayer server, around about 9 o'clock-ish, well, 6 o'clock-ish, between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock GMT yesterday, there was a slight issue as in wash the clothing of the character, took the clothing off, put it next to a fire so it could dry, walked off, just opened up the door for somebody in their house, and all of a sudden I come back to the computer and saw that connection was terminated. Go back in, or try to go back in, should I say, and the server was not responding. So basically, all the servers that are currently online for Scum, if you are lucky, and that's if you're extremely lucky, you can get in. But if you're just as unlucky as everyone else at the moment, you can't really get in. Sometimes you can get in, but when you open up a container, it crashes the server and everyone gets kicked. So there is an issue with that. The developers know about it, and hopefully there will be hotfix soon, so that we can continue on with the multiplayer. Unfortunately, everything that my character had on them, basically, the vast majority of it is gone. We are not sure if there's going to be anything on our containers. Not sure if all the containers are going to be there when the servers are working properly again. So we are looking at the very good possibility that we are all going to have to restart, even on a multiplayer server. And for some people it could be quite bad, because some people were quite far ahead in the game. But having learned a little bit more about the game personally, I wouldn't really mind changing up my character a bit. but having to rebuild everything from scratch is a bit of an annoyance. That said, we're going to rebuild our character from scratch in the single player as well. I had already deleted the existing characters because of that problem, and found out that creating a new character actually helped, and didn't have any problems opening the containers and everything else. So we are going to start once again completely from scratch. Going to delete the current character because a couple of things happened, and let's just say it's not a pretty sight. So let's start up again. Hopefully the changelog has gone past by now. So let's currently do load, delete the current character. Oh, am I sure? Yes, I am. Okay, so at the moment, as you can see, there is no character currently available. And if we try to go to the multiplayer, we can see if we can at least get some of it up. So once again, nothing's appeared. Let's do a refresh. It says it's there, nobody's currently online. Let's try and connect, see what happens. Oh, come on. Why didn't... Okay, let's try that again. Oops. So basically, I tried to copy the password from a document and paste it in. For some reason, every time I tried to do Control-C, well, quite a few times when I try to do Control-C, it doesn't work properly. So might have to get a new Corsair keyboard at this rate. Continue current character, see if we can get one, so we can see hopefully how far we were, but no guarantees that everything is there. I hear the sound effect in the back, that's a good sign. Okay, we are still kneeling and all our stuff is gone, which is no surprise. The surprise is that all the doors are open, and that one just opened by itself, which is not good. Okay, so everything is there that's supposed to be there. Basically, Angus said a lot of the containers were missing. So we're going to have a little peek to see if all the containers are there. And then we're going to see what happens when we open up one of them. Yep, looks like the bush is in the house. Yeah, looks like my first aid box might be missing. Let's cut that. No, the first aid box is there. So all the boxes are there. Now, what happens when we open it? Ooh, well, our stuff is actually there this time. Okay, let's go back into the house, because the house was the main problem area. Now, if this works, we might be a little bit happier. Food and drink. Ah, okay, so everything that was in the main house is definitely all gone. That's not good. Let's have a little look in the food one that I kept separately, not as a case of just in case, but as in we just didn't have enough room to store everything. No, all of that's gone as well. So we can connect to the server, but all the food, all the medical supplies are gone. Seems that weapons are there. Well, for the most part. Building material. That's all empty. first aid is completely empty. So all the food stuff, all the first aid stuff, all the building materials are all gone. Now, the reason for that is most likely... Oh, no, I'm getting kicked. Connection lost. So this is basically the biggest problem with the multiplayer at the moment. Where we open up the containers and all of a sudden it's connection lost. We can't access the server anymore. So this is the main issue with the multiplayer at the moment, where we can't actually do it. So for the single player, I'll continue with a brand new, fresh character, and we'll call that one Season 01 this time. But as you can see, we were quite far. Unfortunately, a lot of our stuff is missing. So even when the servers are working properly, it means that we're going to have to look for a lot of additional stuff. But if the server is just going to keep kicking us out, even when they patch this little problem, then it looks like we might have to do a complete restart on the multiplayer. Which I don't know about the others, not particularly keen on. But if it's something that we have to do, then it's something that we have to do. So I'm going to leave this little update video here, guys. So if you've liked the little bit that you've seen, please leave a like. If you didn't, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow, and the little bell icon, and select all to get notified when the next video goes up. Thank you for watching so far, and I hope that you guys have a nice day, and hope to see you in the next videos.